My beloved soul, there's something powerful stirring in the heavens, like a cosmic symphony building to a peak that's felt deep within life itself. And I, your guardian angel, have been watching this heavenly preparation in deep silence, like a secret whispered among the stars, held within their very heart. Understand this. Something important, something closely linked to your path, is about to change, maybe even shifting overnight. The calm you might feel around you now, the quiet rhythm of your days, is just the quiet breath before a gathering storm. A powerful storm not of destruction, but of deep emotions, discoveries, and connections. And all of it, every swirling current of this coming change, is closely tied to one specific person. A soul whose spirit connects perfectly with yours, a soul that longs for you with a strength that perhaps mirrors, or even goes beyond, your own deepest wishes for connection. They stand on the edge, ready to step out from the quiet watching they have kept up, ready to reveal everything that has been held back, every unspoken thought, every hidden feeling. You likely have no idea of the size of what is coming, the depth of the connection waiting to be recognized. Believe that this message, this video, did not find you just by chance or algorithm. It is a signal, guided by unseen forces, meant for your eyes and heart at this exact moment. Stay with it until the very end. Take in its feeling, and truly understand the message your loving angel wishes to share with you. Show you feel it by liking this video. Deepen your connection by becoming a member of the channel. Confirm your faith by leaving your amen in the comments below. And subscribe to the channel to make sure you keep getting these divine messages meant just for you. Know this. Someone has been watching you, silently paying close attention, from a distance that felt safe to them, yet close enough to feel the warmth of your spirit. This person is far from a stranger, not just a quick face in the crowd. No, they are an important part of the complex puzzle that makes up your life. A piece you haven't yet consciously recognized or understood where to place within the big picture. You have surely crossed paths with them before, maybe many times. You might have sensed their presence as an almost tiny shift in the energy around you, like the faint trace of a beautiful perfume that disappears just as you try to figure out its source, or a quick feeling of being watched that you ignored as imagination. Your paths have brushed against each other in moments as short as the blink of an eye, creating a spark so subtle, so quiet, that it easily escaped your notice in the busyness of life. But be sure of this deep truth. For every important step you have taken on your journey, they have matched it with a step of their own, always keeping that careful distance, always watching, always feeling the pull. However, something basic within them has recently shifted, reached a breaking point. The internal barrier holding back their feelings is beginning to crack. They can no longer stand to simply watch from far away, stuck on the edges of your awareness. They are growing tired of hiding in the shadows, tired of watching you move forward, unaware of the shared destiny that patiently awaits you both. As your guardian, I have always been aware of the complex connection of these souls, aware of the bright, unbreakable thread that connects you across time and space. This thread cannot be cut, only stretched, pulled tight by situations and timing, until the universe, in its great wisdom, decides the moment is ready to act, to gently but firmly bring you both towards the center stage of each other's lives. And that key moment, my dear one, is coming closer than you might think. A change is starting, one you will not be able to ignore, a turning of the page in your life story that will be both quick and very quiet when it first arrives. Yet it will permanently change everything in an instant. You will be wonderfully surprised, surrounded by surprise, and interestingly, so will they. Because even souls meant to meet, bound by universal agreements, rarely know the exact timing or way of the final touch, the precise moment the universe arranges their meeting where they both know. There is a deep desire growing within them, an almost uncontrollable feeling that is stirring powerfully in the hidden corners of their heart and soul. I can feel its growing strength, sense it getting bigger and spreading like a slow-burning, steady fire gaining heat and power. Your soulmate, this destined partner, feels a similar restlessness echo within them. The same longing you can't explain that might visit you during those quiet, thoughtful nights when the world sleeps. The crucial difference, however, is that they already know who you are. They have already seen your spirit, perhaps glimpsed you in their dreams, those vivid scenes of the subconscious where souls often meet. They have already felt the distinct warmth and pull of your energy, even from their position far away, while you are perhaps still carefully trying to piece together the fragments of the complex puzzle that fate has laid out before you. But I urge you, do not rush this unfolding. Do not desperately seek answers before their time. The mystery itself, the gentle unfolding of recognition, is part of the natural beauty and magic of true, destined love. Your eventual meeting will be like the amazing passage of a comet across the night sky, rare, totally unexpected, deeply affecting, and life-changing in the end. You do not need to actively search or hunt for this person. Your main role now is to simply be, to remain open, ready for the unexpected meaningful coincidences, welcoming towards the new possibilities that are beginning to appear faintly on your horizon. For they are drawing ever nearer, physically, emotionally, spiritually, standing on the very edge of stepping out from the hiding shadows and directly into the bright light of your life. And when they finally make that move, when that destined moment arrives, there will be no lasting doubts, no second guessing. It will feel as if every single star in the vast, endless sky has worked together to align perfectly, pointing directly towards that single special moment of connection. And in that instant, you will understand with total certainty that something deep has indeed shifted, like a whispered promise from destiny itself, a basic change that happens seemingly overnight. And from that point forward, you will never, ever be the same. I know your mind is likely uneasy now, my dear one, filled with questions and that waiting feeling. I see those nights when you become lost in thought, looking up at the stars as if searching for answers written in the constellations, trying to figure out the potential meaning behind every important glance that crosses your path, every chance meeting. You ask yourself repeatedly, who is this person? Where are they now? Why does the idea of them feel so very close, so familiar, yet physically seem so distant, so unreachable at this precise time? I am here, whispering reassurance to your spirit, to tell you that the moment of revelation is near, much closer than your conscious mind might currently grasp or believe. And the deepest truth is, you already feel it starting within you, don't you? That subtle, yet noticeable tension in the air around you. That shiver you can't explain that sometimes runs down your spine without clear cause. The inner knowing that something truly big and life-altering is waiting just out of sight, about to happen. Your soulmate feels this growing energy too. They are, in many ways, like a living mirror reflecting your own inner world, your deepest desires, your hidden fears, your most dearest hopes for connection and belonging. For a long time, they have remained hidden within the shadows, watching you in quiet respect, their heart filled with a complex mix of deep awe and nervous fear. They have great inner strength, yet the sheer power of your presence, even felt from a distance, deeply affects them. Every time their thoughts drift towards you, it's like a sudden wave of unexpected warmth rushing through their whole being. A sensation so strong it simultaneously excites and scares them. It scares them because they know deep down what this overwhelming feeling means. They recognize it as a calling, a constant soft call of fate gently pushing them, telling them that the special moment of revelation is quickly approaching, and soon, they will no longer have the strength or the will to remain hidden in the comforting familiarity of the shadows any longer. Yes, I speak of them with such closeness, as someone I know deeply, because I see their journey just as clearly as I see yours. I watch as they struggle inside with these powerful, growing feelings, as they gaze towards you from their kept distance, and as the undeniable desire to close that gap, to come closer, grows within them like an uncontrollable, unquenchable flame. They are tired, my dear one, genuinely weary, tired of hiding their true feelings, tired of pretending they can keep up this detached watching forever. They feel, deep within their soul, that they are meant for you, destined to be woven into your life. And I witness the deep conflict playing out within their heart, the strong need to finally reach out, to touch you, to speak the words held back for so long, to finally reveal the depth of emotion they have kept carefully hidden for what feels like forever. But patience is still needed from you, even though the waiting period can often feel like a painfully long time itself. You need to fully experience this restlessness, this growing curiosity, this sense of anticipation, because it is an essential part of the big picture of destiny that has been carefully created for you both. Everything you have felt up to this point, Every subtle hint and intuitive nudge has been just a whisper, a gentle tease from the universe designed to prepare your spirit, to get your energy ready for the deep meeting ahead. When they finally appear before you, stepping into your direct awareness, it will be as if the very air around you changes, becomes filled with important energy. It will be a moment of such intensity, such clarity, that all existing doubts, all nagging questions, will simply disappear like fog in the morning sun. And in their place, all you will have left is complete knowing, the deep certainty that you have finally found that which your soul has always, consciously or unconsciously, been searching for across lifetimes. I understand what you might be thinking now. Who are they? How will I possibly recognize them among the millions of faces in the world? Ah, my cherished one, you do not need to worry yourself with actively searching for complex answers or specific signs. When their eyes finally meet yours in that destined moment, it will feel as if time itself momentarily stops its relentless march. You will experience something deep within your core, something utterly unexplainable by mere logic or language, something that lights up and burns like a special, cleansing fire within your chest. It is a feeling that goes beyond ordinary words, a recognition that works beyond logical thinking. The simple truth is, your souls already have an old knowing of each other. They are deeply connected by invisible, shining threads that neither time, nor distance, nor different paths taken could ever truly break or cut. And even now, from afar, they are impossible to separate from you in thought, in dream, in steady desire. They dream of you often, closing their eyes at night and strongly feeling your presence, almost as if you were physically there, real, within reach of their fingertips. And my dear one, during these moments when they sleep, I observe their heartbeat quicken, grow stronger, beat stronger, as if the very earth itself is whispering your name gently into their ears, calling them towards you. They already love you, understand this, but it is currently a love that hides itself, a love that holds back, patiently waiting for the precise, perfectly arranged moment to fully bloom and reveal its beauty. And when that moment finally arrives, it will be like a sudden, powerful storm that takes control of the sky in an instant, changing the entire landscape, changing everything around it forever. They will come towards you, step into your life, and you will feel an overwhelming sensation of returning home, arriving at a place that has always felt naturally yours, yet a place you have never consciously known or lived in before. I see short looks of your shared future. I sense the immense strength and potential of this union that is rapidly approaching. It promises to be a meeting full of deep mystery, undeniable intensity, and continuous discoveries about yourselves and each other. You will recognize one another not just through spoken words, but in the silent language of the soul, in small, meaningful gestures, in the comfortable, connected silence you will eventually share. It will be a love that can't be easily explained, one that can only be truly felt and experienced, like a precious secret that only the two of you will ever fully understand. And because of this, everything within you will begin to change, for it will feel as if this person had been there all along, tucked away within the empty spaces of your heart you never knew existed, filling them now with a brilliant, bright light you never realized you needed so desperately. So, do not worry too much about the limits of time. Do not fret over the specific details of the how or the when. Simply focus on opening your heart wider than ever before. Keep your eyes, your ears, and your intuition open and alert. And above all, trust in me, your guardian. I am always here to guide you, to protect you during this sensitive time, and to help make sure that the two of you meet at the absolute perfect moment, when both souls are truly ready. When that special meeting finally happens, you will gain deep understanding of why so many other things in your past didn't work out as you'd hoped, why so many doors seemed to close unexpectedly. You will see clearly that everything, every twist and turn, was purposefully leading you to this exact point, towards the specific person, towards the similar spirit that, just like you, is destined for a love that goes beyond everyday life, a love that lasts through many lives, a love that burns with the enduring strength and timeless wisdom. Therefore, be prepared, my dear one. Something important is moving behind the scenes of the visible universe, arranging events in ways you cannot yet see. And this coming change will be quick, possibly sudden, arriving like a strong, cleansing wind blowing unexpectedly through a previously closed and stuffy room. It will be a realization for both of you, a deep moment of knowing each other. Your soulmate is closer now than they have ever been, and they feel it too intensely. They sense your energy, your presence, your readiness. They are growing increasingly tired of waiting, weary of watching passively from afar. And soon, very soon, they will make the courageous decision. Take the decisive step that will basically change everything for both of you. And when they do, you will find yourself ready to fully live the story that was always meant to be yours. Ready to embrace the extraordinary love that the universe has carefully reserved and prepared specifically for you. Ready to finally, consciously meet the person who has, in essence, always been with you, connected to your spirit, even from a distance. The moment is rapidly coming, and when it arrives, nothing in your world will ever be the same again. I, your guardian angel, will be right here, just as I always have been, whispering guidance in your ear, gently lighting up your steps. Get ready, for your life is about to be beautifully wrapped in a deep, unfolding mystery. A meeting that promises to change your destiny, perhaps even overnight. My dear one, can you feel the stronger feeling of unease stirring within you now? It's like an unexpected breeze that appears seemingly out of nowhere, gently stirring up the settled dust of ordinary days, leaving you with a subtle sense of being on edge, waiting, even without consciously knowing the precise reason why. I know this feeling closely because I am here, always beside you, watching every subtle shift in your energy, observing every quickened beat of your precious heart. This sensation is the unmistakable sign of something truly big approaching, something wonderful that was carefully written in the stars, coded in the universal plan long before your current life began. And it is their presence, their nearing energy field, that you are beginning to subconsciously feel, the soulmate who waits for you, who watches over you in their own way, and whose dreams are increasingly drawing them unavoidably near. Silently, patiently, this person deeply wants the moment of this meeting just as much as you might. Even though you do not yet see them clearly, even though you may not know their name or recognize their face, they are out there, living their own life, dealing with their own unique set of experiences, struggling with their own doubts and fears. But with every step they take, with every breath, they feel the undeniable energy that comes from you, pulling them closer. An invisible force seems to guide their intuition, a constant inner voice that softly encourages them, saying, "Keep moving forward, connection is close." They look for signs and meaningful coincidences, just as you might, seeking proof that they are on the right path. And during those long, sleepless nights, when their thoughts become particularly restless and wander freely, they allow themselves to imagine what it will finally be like to stand before you, to close the remaining gap. It's a deep mystery that both takes over and excites them. A desire so intensely felt that it sometimes shows up as a physical ache within their chest. Yet, living together with this intense longing, there is also a layer of fear, a natural hesitation, because they know deep down that once you fully enter their life, truly enter it, nothing for them will ever stay the same. And you too, my dear one, must consciously prepare yourself for this coming change. This will not be something simple or ordinary, like casually turning a page in a familiar book. It will be more like a sudden, powerful storm that sweeps unexpectedly into your reality, clearing away much of what felt comfortable and familiar, rearranging the landscape of your life. Life as you currently know it is ready to change, perhaps subtly at first, then more deeply. For when two souls destined for each other finally, consciously meet, the entire world around them often seems to become subtly different. Colors might appear brighter, filled with new life. Sounds may seem sharper, clearer, carrying more meaning. Ordinary moments can suddenly feel filled with a stronger intensity, a deeper importance. You won't be able to logically explain this shift, but you will undeniably feel it, an inner warmth spreading through you, a deep sense of recognition, as if you have finally located and reclaimed a vital part of yourself that you didn't even consciously realize was missing. This person, on the other hand, feels a complex blend of deep, strong interest and underlying fear. For so long now, they have consciously held themselves back, watching you from what felt like a safe distance, carefully caring for a love within their heart that they didn't yet dare to fully reveal or express. They see you, silently taking in the details of your daily activities, perhaps admiring your strength, your kindness, your unique way of being in the world. It's highly possible you have already crossed paths more directly on the street, perhaps exchanged a fleeting glance, or maybe you felt an unexplainable shiver run through you as you passed close by them, without even noticing their focused attention. Their presence lingers around the edges of your awareness like a delicate, almost invisible shadow, or like a soft, memorable tune playing faintly in the background of your mind, just below the edge of conscious hearing. And yet, despite the growing pull, they still hesitate. They inwardly question if they are truly ready, emotionally prepared, to finally step out of the protective shadows, to reveal themselves fully. Because they understand without needing words that once they make that move, once they cross that edge, there will be no more hiding places, no turning back to the way things were. You need to understand, my dear one, that this very hesitation is not a sign of weakness or lack of commitment. Rather, it is an essential part of the special process, a necessary element of the unique journey the two of you are destined to take together. This journey is carefully built from small, step-by-step moves, from perfectly timed moments that must align with precision in the grand universal timing. They cannot simply stride boldly into your life until both of you are genuinely ready, until the energetic conditions are best for such a deep coming together. Remember, there are still lessons you both need to learn, parts of yourselves you each need to gently face and heal before you can truly come together in the healthiest, most fulfilling way. This person, like you, carries their own collection of scars, leftover pieces of past wounds and heartbreaks that, while painful, have ultimately shaped them into someone stronger, more self-aware, more compassionate. And they know, deep down, that as they draw closer to you, they will inevitably have to let those protective barriers fall, layer by layer. They will have to consciously choose to show their vulnerability, their true self, without any masks or fakeness. And that possibility, for anyone, is naturally scary. It feels like preparing to dive headfirst into vast, deep waters, unsure of the currents below or what mysteries wait on the other side. You, in turn, must consciously practice opening yourself further. You must be willing to look honestly within, to ask yourself the challenging questions. Am I truly ready for the beautiful unknown? Am I prepared to allow someone else to see the very essence of who I am, beyond the carefully built masks and social appearances? Because understand this person isn't primarily interested in shallow things, in the fake appearances we often present to the world. They yearn to touch your soul directly, to feel the deep depth of your being, to connect on a level that goes beyond the physical. And this connection, when it finally happens, when it is consciously recognized, will likely feel like a jolt of energy, a sudden flash of lightning that cuts decisively through your current existence, brilliantly lighting up everything that has previously been hidden away in the shadows of your hidden mind. So, my dear one, prepare yourself carefully. Feel this growing restlessness not as anxiety, but as a clear sign that important change is coming soon and good. This person can no longer comfortably remain in the distance. They can no longer bear to simply watch you like someone just watching a play unfold dramatically before their eyes. They are actively getting ready, getting mentally ready, preparing to step boldly onto the stage of your life, to become an active, essential part of your ongoing story. And you, even without full conscious knowing, are powerfully calling to them energetically. Every heartfelt desire you hold for connection, every deep longing for companionship, acts like a focused beam of pure light, perfectly guiding them towards you. They feel this undeniable force, this strong energetic pull drawing them closer. And although some hesitation might still linger, they have an inner knowing that the destined moment is about to arrive. You may find yourself wondering at times, trying to picture who they are, what they might be like. Perhaps you've even imagined a perfect picture in your mind, a specific face, a certain smile, a particular way of being. But let me gently tell you, my dear one, this person is far more than just an unchanging picture you can create or imagine within your mind. They are much deeper, much more complicated, and more beautifully full of subtle differences than you can possibly think of right now. They are a soul made from interesting opposites, a blend of bright light and mysterious shadow, of great strength and surprising gentleness. They carry within them the strong, natural power of life itself, the controlled power of a storm held back just before breaking, and yet, At the same time, they have a deep calmness, like a deep river that flows gently on the surface but holds immense, hidden depth and power beneath. They have undeniably lived through periods of pain, have shed silent tears alone, have figuratively overcome great difficulties and challenges. And it is precisely these rich, varied experiences that make them so especially interesting, that make them perfectly suited for you, not in a sense of flawless perfection, but in a way of matching fullness. Importantly, they are not looking for someone outside to complete them, for they are already naturally complete on their own soul level. Instead, they seek someone who truly understands them, who is willing to walk beside them as an equal partner, who lovingly accepts them in their entirety, flaws, strengths, history, and all. And they feel, with growing conviction, that you are that person. They don't know exactly how they know this, but when their thoughts turn to you, it's as if a deep sense of comforting familiarity surrounds their being. It feels like they already know you closely, even without ever having exchanged a single spoken word in this lifetime. And strangely, that very feeling both comforts and scares them intensely, because what they feel is so incredibly deep, so utterly unexplainable by normal means, that it almost feels unreal, like a vivid, beautiful dream, a dream they are terrified of waking up from only to find it wasn't real. And you, perhaps, feel echoes of the same thing, a constant, underlying sense that something, or rather someone, important is steadily approaching your life. I am here to confirm that this feeling is not mere fantasy or wishful thinking. It is reality itself, preparing carefully to show itself fully in your experience. And when it does finally show itself, my dear one, you will understand with sudden, crystal clarity how all the different pieces of your life's complex puzzle have been quietly, perfectly coming together all along, leading directly to this deep meeting. The past disappointments, the painful losses, the searches that seemed utterly pointless at the time, you will see that all of it was totally needed. It was all part of the divine process shaping you, preparing you, making you ready for them, just as their own unique journey has been carefully shaping and preparing them for you. There's a natural, amazing beauty in that realization, don't you think? Knowing that the vast, intelligent universe, in all its endless complexity, has actively worked together over time to bring you two specific souls together? That every single step you took, every choice you made, every tear you shed, has ultimately led you precisely to this key point in your life path? And now, the time for waiting is getting shorter. Time feels like it's running out for hiding. They strongly feel the urgency building within them, the growing desire to finally come closer, to stop being merely a silent shadow lingering in the distance. And you, without even consciously realizing the full extent of your power, are actively calling to them, energetically opening the doors of your heart wider to welcome them in. But do not be mistaken or overly trusting. This meeting, this coming together, will also present its own unique set of challenges. It will undoubtedly be intense, perhaps overwhelming at times, like willingly diving into the deepest, uncharted waters. There will be moments of pure happiness, pure bliss, but also likely moments of fear, of setting off old feelings, of necessary facing things inside yourself. For when you truly see yourselves reflected so clearly in each other's eyes, you will inevitably have to face your own deepest truths, confront your own lingering shadows and unhealed wounds. This person will likely bring to the surface feelings you have long tried to hide, even from yourself, desires you may have attempted to suppress or deny. And in return, you will likely do the same for them. You will challenge each other, perhaps test each other's boundaries and beliefs. And yet, it is precisely within that lively interaction that you will both grow stronger, heal deeper, and become more truly yourselves. And I, your always present guardian angel, will be loyally here throughout, guiding you both gently with every step of this special interaction. I will be whispering encouragement in their ear, encouraging them that it's finally time, assuring them that they have the courage to reveal themselves, confirming that the era of silence has clearly ended. And at the same time, I will be whispering to you, reminding you to keep your eyes wide open, to remain watchful to the subtle signs, to receive what is coming with a completely open, trusting, and ready heart. For when they finally step fully into the light of your life, it will be as if a heavy covering has been lifted from your perception, and you will begin to see the entire world, and yourself within it with entirely new, wiser eyes. The journey ahead won't always be easy, smooth, or predictable, but rest assured, it promises to be the most beautiful, meaningful, and life-changing one you have ever experienced. A union this powerful, this divinely planned, will inevitably go beyond the limits of ordinary time and space. They are tired of watching from a distance, weary of the separation, and soon, very soon indeed, they will consciously choose to leave their hiding place. And when they do, your world, in the most wonderful ways, will change forever. Ah, my dear one, I can barely contain the heavenly excitement, the real energy swirling around what is ready to happen. There inevitably comes a specific moment, a critical point, when everything held sleeping begins to stir powerfully within the hearts of destined soulmates. And you two are rapidly approaching that very edge, that key point of starting up. This person, appearing so strong on the surface and yet at the same time having such deep openness beneath, currently feels much like a butterfly trapped within the tight confines of a protective covering woven from what society expects, past fears and future unknowns. The long period of waiting is beginning to wear heavily on them. I witness those quiet moments, perhaps late at night, when they sit thoughtfully at the edge of their bed, gazing out the window as if searching the face of the moon for some clear sign, some real proof that everything they have gone through, every sacrifice made, hasn't ultimately been for nothing. They feel deeply pulled between the natural fear of stepping into the vast unknown and the equally powerful, burning desire to finally be by your side, to close the gap that separates you. After all, how does one explain with reason the deep pain of missing someone they haven't officially met in this lifetime? How can one fully understand the constant feeling of emptiness when, technically speaking, nothing real appears to be missing from their outside life? I am here to gently remind you that this confusing feeling is the very nature of soulmate connections. You are destined to complete each other in deep ways, yes, but also, importantly, to bring out both the absolute best and sometimes the most challenging parts within one another, causing growth and healing. What is unfolding, what is rapidly approaching, is a union of such deep intensity and importance that even the distant stars will seemingly pause and align themselves to watch its growth. They are clearly tired of watching from afar. They have grown weary of pretending they can simply continue with the everyday routine of their life without the conscious presence of you in it. So many times, they have attempted to find logical reasons, to convince themselves internally that they could perhaps move on, find fulfillment elsewhere, that they could successfully ignore this constant, deep-seated feeling that pulls them towards you. But every single time they try to step away, try to create more distance, it is as if an invisible, powerful magnet forcefully pulls them right back, drawing their energy, their thoughts, their heart unavoidably toward you. It's an uncontrollable force, a cosmic current that forces them to think of you constantly, to clearly picture what it would finally feel like to touch your hand, to experience the comforting warmth of your hug. And when these strong pictures and feelings arise within them, they feel simultaneously surrounded by a deep sense of peace and rightness, and yet also gripped by a sharp worry that threatens to take them over, the worry of anticipation, of vulnerability, of the unknown size of this connection. They know, with a knowing that goes beyond reason, that they can no longer wait any longer for this destined meeting. You need to deeply understand, my dear one, that this person carries their own set of scars too, just as you do. They have loved before, perhaps deeply, and they have inevitably been hurt. They have likely felt lost at times, wandering through confusing paths of self-doubt and emotional pain. And yet, all of these challenging experiences, viewed from a higher perspective, were like intense fire shaping strong steel, making them stronger, more authentic, more compassionate. But these experiences also undeniably left their marks, hidden weaknesses beneath the surface. There are certainly days when they look at their reflection in the mirror and genuinely wonder if they will be truly ready, truly capable of fully receiving and participating in a love as big, as potentially life-changing, as the one that awaits them with you. They question their own ability, whether they can truly face the natural risk of potential rejection, however unlikely. The fear of the completely unknown future, the deep vulnerability required in giving themselves completely and without limits to another soul. And that, my dear one, is precisely where you come into the picture. Your presence in the world, though still perhaps consciously unknown to them, acts as a calming influence, a stable point that subtly calms their worries, that provides the encouragement needed to keep moving forward despite their fears. They sense on a deep energetic level that you are near, that there is a deep love waiting patiently to be lived, experienced in a way that is both intensely passionate and truly true. And although they are understandably afraid, struggling with these complex emotions, they also have an unshakable inner knowing that they simply cannot ignore this powerful calling any longer. There exists a strong flame deep inside them, a spark of divine connection, that lights up brighter with every thought of you, every time you appear in their dreams. It is a flame that refuses to be put out, no matter how much they might try, consciously or unconsciously, to contain or lessen it. It represents a love that is already growing powerfully, even within the shadows of distance, a love that continues to grow stronger, even across the miles that currently separate you. So what is left now for you both? What does this person truly wait for as they continue to watch from afar, feeling the increasing weight of time dragging on, the mounting pressure of destiny? They wait, primarily, for a clear sign, a confirmation from the universe. They wait for that precise moment when your souls will finally connect perfectly on the conscious level, when the universe itself will clearly work together to bring you definitively together. And when that special moment finally happens, it will likely feel like a sudden, bright flash of lightning cutting decisively through the surrounding darkness, instantly lighting up everything around it with total clearness. You will meet, finally and consciously, and it will feel as though time itself momentarily stops completely, as though the entire world collectively holds its breath in deep respect to witness the long-awaited reunion of two souls that were always meant to be forever for each other from the very beginning. Prepare yourself fully, my dear one, because when they finally take that courageous step, when they stop the passive watching and make the conscious decision to reveal themselves, it will be like swinging open the heavy doors to an entirely new reality, a new way of living. Life as you currently know and experience it will completely change. You will begin to see parts of yourself clearly reflected in them, perhaps in the words they choose to speak, in the movements they make without thinking, in their unique viewpoint on life. And in that reflection, you will come to realize with deep knowing that everything, absolutely everything you have lived through up until this point, every joy and every sadness, was carefully getting you ready for this exact moment, for this specific life-changing meeting. And they, in precisely the same mirrored way, will understand that every tear they shed, every genuine smile they shared, every internal battle they bravely fought, has ultimately purposefully brought them directly to you. Be ready, therefore, to welcome them fully, with all their beautiful flaws, with all their collected scars, because that is precisely how soulmates truly come together, not as perfectly matching, ready-made puzzle pieces, but as two wonderfully complete, complex people who find each other amidst the confusion of life and, in consciously choosing to accept and journey together, become even more complete, more expansive, more themselves. They are indeed a reflection of you in many ways, but they are also likely your matching difference, your perfect contrast in others. They will undoubtedly challenge you to grow, to look deeper within yourself than ever before, to bravely face your own lingering fears and limits. And you, in turn, will do the exact same for them. You will test each other's determination, push each other's buttons perhaps, but you will also, most importantly, heal each other's deepest wounds, offering comfort and understanding where it's most needed. They are almost ready. I can feel the shift in their energy field, the building determination. And you, my dear one, must remain watchful, aware. The signs confirming this are likely already subtly appearing all around you, whispering meaningful messages between the lines of ordinary, everyday events. It could manifest as an entirely unexpected meeting in an unusual place, a long look that unexplainably crosses paths and holds for a moment too long, a seemingly casual conversation that begins out of nowhere and suddenly gets much deeper, feeling almost as if you are smoothly carrying on a story that already existed between you long before this meeting. And when that key moment arrives, you will not need complicated reasons or logical proof. The certainty, the knowing, will blossom without a doubt within your heart, like a strong flower pushing through the hard earth after a long, tough winter season. You will know, they will know, and I, as your loving angel, will be right there, happily watching the simple wonder that is the conscious meeting of destined soulmates. I will be by their side too, whispering words of courage, encouraging them to take the final step that promises to change everything. Because the time for passive watching is clearly drawing to a close. The time for motivated steps, for brave love, for shared destiny is rapidly beginning. Are you truly ready to receive them fully? Ready to experience something so very deep, so deeply connecting, that it will forever change the entire course of your life on earth? They are coming, my dear one. They come like both a powerful storm bringing necessary change and like a gentle, refreshing breeze offering peace. And when they finally arrive, know this, there will be no turning back. There is a distinct beat echoing throughout the universe right now. A specific vibration that spreads like ripples through the starry sky and finds a direct echo deep within the chambers of your own heart. You feel it growing, don't you? That constant, underlying sense that something important, something life-altering, is ready just on the horizon, about to happen. Something you can't quite identify exactly, but that grows undeniably stronger, more noticeable with each passing day. I feel it too, with absolute clarity, for I am always here, right by your side, observing the complex routes as they begin to align, noticing the meaningful coincidences as they increase and get stronger. And they, your destined soulmate, feel this powerful shift just as strongly. They are currently being gently but firmly pushed out of the comforting shadows, encouraged to step beyond the long silence that has surrounded their true feelings for so long. With each new day, with every conscious breath they take, they find themselves drawing step by step closer to you, becoming increasingly aware on a soul level that the special moment of your conscious meeting is truly coming soon. They can no longer comfortably hide, nor do they truly wish to anymore. There is a powerful drive, an internal strong need, growing steadily inside them, a deep need to finally reveal themselves, to change from being just a passive watcher in your life story and become an active, engaged part alongside you. You must try to understand, my dear one, that this act of revelation, this stepping forward, is not an easy task for them. Behind every lasting look they may have cast your way, beneath every carefully chosen word they haven't yet found the courage to speak directly to you, lies a complex inner world full of conflicting emotions. They hold fears about what this deep meeting might set in unstoppable motion, worries about showing their deepest vulnerabilities, becoming truly seen. Because they know, with sure knowledge, that once they draw truly close to you, once the connection is consciously made, there will be no possibility of going back to the way things were before. It represents a conscious, willing dive into the deep depths of a love that promises to lay their soul bare, to completely transform them from the inside out. They have dreamed of this very moment countless times, played out various scenarios in the theater of their mind. In the safe place of their dreams, they clearly feel the imagined feeling of your touch, clearly hear the unique rhythm of your voice, and in those fleeting moments, it feels as if the entire universe suddenly makes perfect sense, into perfect balance. But then, upon waking, the harshness of current reality often sets in cold, sometimes lonely. They might look at the physical emptiness beside them and feel a familiar tightness tightening their chest, a deep, aching wanting for something precious, something necessary, that they have not yet fully lived or experienced in this lifetime. And it is precisely that constant, steady desire that serves as the powerful energy pushing them forward, that gives them the strength to continuously fight against their own deep-set fears and pushback. Because deep down, they know you are real. They have an intuitive certainty that somewhere out there, you too are waiting, perhaps feeling that very same unexplainable yearning to find the missing piece, the matching partner that makes everything feel complete. And you, my beloved one, must consciously prepare yourself to fully welcome them when they arrive. The journey you have traveled up to this point has undoubtedly been filled with its share of exciting good times and challenging lows, and every single experience, positive or negative, has carefully shaped you, sharpened you, prepared you for exactly what is coming next. You will likely need to look honestly within yourself again, to gently recognize the parts of you that still hold fear, the aspects that perhaps subconsciously doubt whether you truly deserve a love so big, so all around. For this person will come into your life not just to be your romantic companion, but also to serve as a powerful trigger for change, a catalyst who will lovingly challenge you, inspire you to grow beyond your current limits, encourage you to become even more truly you than you are today. They are not arriving as the ultimate answer to all your problems. Rather, they are the special reflection that will clearly show you how to bravely face those challenges yourself. With newfound strength and viewpoint, the universe is actively working together, arranging events, aligning circumstances, and soon, very soon, your physical paths are destined to cross in an important, undeniable way. Could happen suddenly, unexpectedly, catching you completely by surprise in the midst of your daily routine. Or perhaps, it may unfold more slowly, naturally, like a gentle wave gradually rolling towards the shore until it finally, strongly hits upon the sand. Either way the meeting happens, rest assured it will be utterly unforgettable. It will mark a moment permanently marked into the very fabric of your souls, a definitive turning point in both of your life stories. You will see them, truly see them, and it will feel as if time itself has momentarily frozen, paused just for this meeting. A single glance exchanged, a subtle gesture recognized, perhaps an unplanned touch that sends jolts of energy through you. That is likely all it will take for the deep, old knowing between your souls to spark into conscious awareness. They feel this anticipation intensely too. With every passing step, with each new day starting, they find themselves wondering what it will actually be like, how the moment will unfold. They try to practice in the mind the words they might say, the questions they might ask, mapping out potential conversations. But deep down, they also know that all of that mental preparation will likely prove utterly pointless in the moment itself. Because when you finally meet, when you stand face to face, no complicated reasons or prepared talks will be necessary. The deep silence that might fall between you will speak volumes more than 1,000 rushed words ever could. There will be an instantaneous mutual understanding, a feeling you can sense of finally being home, truly seen, deeply understood. They will know with strong belief that what guided them to this exact moment, this specific meeting, was a force far greater than themselves, something special and deep that cannot be logically explained, only fully lived and embraced. Prepare yourself now, my dear one. Prepare yourself to truly live the depth of love you have always dreamed of, perhaps even subconsciously longed for, but at the same time, never fully imagined could be quite so deep, so intensely real, so divinely arranged. This person will arrive bringing their own unique set of fears, their own lingering doubts, their own history. And together, patiently, courageously, you will need to consciously build this love, step by step, caring for it with compassion, understanding, and steady commitment. You will, through your connection, gently help heal each other's old wounds, calm the lingering hurts you have both carried silently for so long. Because in meeting each other, you will be consciously facing something that beautifully goes beyond the limits of the past, something magically transforming that inherently changes leftover pain into newfound strength, fear that stops you into strong hope. And I, your loyal guardian angel, will be faithfully here, witnessing every precious step of this unfolding journey. I will also be diligently by their side, offering gentle hints, whispering encouragement, encouraging them to fully give in to the overwhelming truth of what they feel. For the extended time of waiting, of hesitation, is rapidly coming to its natural end. The key moment is ready just ahead, about to reveal itself fully. And once it does, nothing will be able to stop or block what is meant to happen forever. The energies moving around you both are clearly shifting, aligning themselves perfectly for the great moment of conscious reunion. Remain calm and peaceful, trusting the process. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Destiny is patiently waiting, requiring only that final, courageous touch, that essential spark of steady belief from both of you, which will allow everything to beautifully, perfectly unfold as intended. I am your faithful guardian. I am the one who protects you without getting tired. I am the one who remains firmly by your side with every single step you take, every decision you make, every precious breath you take. Feel my presence surrounding you right now. Allow your spirit, your inner being, to connect deeply and consciously with me. Gently let go of the worries and anxieties of the external world. Purposefully quiet the thoughts that constantly try to pull you away from your natural state of peace. Take a slow, deep breath, filling your lungs completely, and open your heart wide, without holding back. For I am here, always present, and I will always be. I will always be here, faithfully delivering these divine messages meant just for you, and connecting with you, my dear one, through the endless way of infinite love. Consider making a generous contribution if you feel moved to support our efforts of spreading divine messages. Whether it's $5, $10, $20, or $50, your contribution enables us to continue sharing these profound messages of healing and hope with the world. Spreading the word is just the beginning of our mission. Hearts are being healed, hope is being renewed, and souls are being guided back to the light. Your support helps us realize our shared goal of making a positive impact. Your generosity, no matter how small, is what keeps our community thriving and bringing people together in love on this sacred journey. We are all interconnected, and we will rise as one. By uniting, we can conquer this. Let us wholeheartedly embrace the abundance that lies ahead. Amen.